Hello crafty friends, and welcome to the Woodstone Workshop. This evening we're going to be doing the project recipe for the Wonderful Day collection, which just recently came out. Some things you'll need to make this two-page spread is the square length chain BMC and your border maker system. Obviously a pack of your paper from the collection, Wonderful Day, and then the stickers that coordinate. After the project recipe, we're going to make another spread, which is my own creation, and using my Glowforge, I created a really cool template that really looks nice. So stick around, and you get two for one. So super exciting. So you want to, those are at the workshop tonight. You want to take out your paper pack for Wonderful Day. I have already kind of started using a collection, so I'm going to kind of work with paper they already have, but I have a spare just in case. So you want to find two pieces of paper for your background. I'm going to recommend, I really like kind of that white plain look, and that is my background. So I'm trying to find something that would go well with that, and you want it to match. I'm going to try the gray as my background to change it up. Excuse me here. And that's going to be kind of a little bit different. We're just going to give it a different option, okay? So you want to take my sample over here and hide that. So this is my background paper here. And then I'm going to need, when you look at your directions, two different sheets. So you're looking for the punch out is going to be using the, in your packet is the brown shimmer, which is one of my favorite shimmer papers. It's gorgeous. It has a kind of like a little bit of a gold undertone. It really is nice. And that's how you're going to be punching out using the square link chain, the BMC. And on the other side is how you're going to get all those like cool diagonal cuts. And you want to pick something that won't be too different. Like I love this paper, but I think once you start cutting it up, and especially on the opposite side, it has direction and it's going to be wonky once you start doing that. So try to find something plainish that won't matter what way you're going. I think I'm going to stick with this. I thought this turned out really cool. So it's black, which would be nice against that. And then this really pretty like brown oatmeal color with the, yeah, I like it. Okay, so let's work with that. So let's work on the first designer paper. You're going to be using your 12-inch trimmer, excuse me. This is you're going to need to cut 2-inch strips. Turn this guy around, do-si-do. And you're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 2-inch strips here, okay? One, two, and then number 3. Okay. And then the last right here. Perfect. Now that's 1, 2, 3, 4 strips. And then for this other larger rectangular piece, this is how you're going to get your mats. So you want to pull out your long arm here. This is going to be a 6x4. It's already 4 inches in thickness, and just go right up the center there. And then all of a sudden you have your 2 mats. So just leave those on the side. The next is going to be the diagonal cuts. Now, the first, what do you call it? The first strip is the right to the left. It's very important that you're doing these because they're not all the same, okay? So once again, right to left. Okay, so this is 1 and 2. Then we're going to do the same thing again for the next strip. So the top corner on your right-hand side to the lower corner on your left-hand side. You're going to be hitting that in half. Probably need a mat strip. I'm looking at my Matte strip has seen better days. Okay. All right, so that's 1 and 2. Then for the next 2 strips, it's going to be the opposite. You're going to do the top of the left to the bottom of the right. So everyone's seeing that here and here. Okay. And you want to put this in a different pile so you don't get messed up. And then once again, top of the left to the high corner there, right? And then the lower should be the bottom left. And that's how you're going to get your diagonal here. If I can do it. If I can make it happen. Nice. Okay. And once again, we'll just kind of pull that over there. All right. And then for the second part is the using that shimmer, and we're going to be punching out using the border maker. I already got us started because no one wants to watch me cut out 6 of these. I've already done 4, so you're going to get to a lesson here with 2. So with your border maker system, you're going to lock that cartridge right in here. It kind of pops up. This thing is literally the OG. I received this border maker I bought it in August of 2010. And it is working just fine and dandy. So this is quite an investment that you get your longevity out of. It's definitely worth it. I got this at the convention when they rolled it out the year before my son was born. All right, so my point is this is a good investment if you don't have this. All right, so make sure that paper is flush with the guide. You're gonna lock this into place, and then you're gonna put the guide back down. You don't need it anymore. And then you'll notice that there's these little like notchings, okay, that kind of pop out, and then it marries up with the notching here on the housing system. And when you lock it into place, or as you walk it down, it kind of gets locked into place. It doesn't necessarily like, you know, like gravitate in like a magnetic. It just kind of holds it. I recommend using your palm. You get a nice good punch every single time you do it that way. I recommend kind of pulling it away, making sure all the extra little punch poop comes out. We're going to do this 6 times. And walking it down here. Clean up that punch poop. All right, and then we'll go to the next. Once again, we're going to pull that guide back out from the bottom and making sure that that paper is married up to the edge and locked into place, keeping that guide down, or excuse me, the arm down. And then once again, you're going to put that guide back under. You don't need it anymore. It's done its job. And we're going to marry those punches up. These little notches, walking it down. There you go. And I already have 4, so you need a total of 6 of those. If you're not really in love with that, you know, BMC, anything that's a, you know, a chain that falls away off the paper will work for you. I could see you using maybe the gears might be nice in there to be a little bit different. All right, so we don't need this right now. We're going to use this the second spread. And now it's time to kind of piece this together because we have all of our pieces. I recommend pulling it over. The first thing I would do is I'm going to leave this here almost as a placeholder. And the reason is so I know where I want to put my lines, okay? And here. All right, now that we have all the pieces cut out, let's start by putting all of the pieces down. So you want to make sure you turn on here with your recipe kit to the first side, and that's going to kind of show you exactly where all of the papers go. I'm leaving these 2 mats here kind of just as a placeholder because on the sketch, it's just photos. So I want to make sure it's going to help me kind of figure out where all the pieces go. All right, so you need to do the triangles first. learned that lesson the hard way. So first is going to be the, I don't know, this tan diamond piece goes up top. All right. From the first pile. Then you're going to come over from your second pile of triangles and you're going to have one of the black pieces facing up. And that's going to help you kind of look at that thing here. You want to make sure you want to get this as close as possible because you want to almost like it's, you know, the same sheet of paper. So it is kind of hard with these triangles to get them perfect. At the end, I might actually put a little bit of glue in there just to hold it down, or maybe some repo. Yeah, and then we'll just throw away the stuff we're not using. Okay, so then on the other side up top, we need a, nope, we want one of these guys. All right. And then one of these. Okay, kind of draw you in. That's what I really like about this sketch, is that it really draws you in. It's going to help you like focus in the center with all the pictures are going to be placed. Gives your eyes easy directions of where to follow. All right, and once again, we're going to get that top one just right so that the bottom falls suit. And I'm going to use some repo deck here just to make sure we're good. That doesn't keep popping up, just like it just did, right? All right, hold that together there. And then we're going to do the black piece down. All right, nice. Yeah, that line falls really well. Okay, and then on the bottom, same kind of thing, right? So then we're going to take, how did we do that? I want to double check. Yeah, then we took, because it's still coming out, right? And then the black piece. I guess I'm different. Oh no, she switched it on the thing, the diagram there. She wants the black. All right, so on the diagram, we're gonna go black up top. Here, we're gonna do it this side. It's kind of confusing where these pieces go. So the black is on the innard of this. All right. And obviously, you know, each their own. You do whatever you feel is you, then do you. Here we go. The most important part is that you're taking one triangle from one pile and the other triangle from the other pile. Because if not, you'll end up getting fudged up at the end. You'll have two go in the same direction. Oh, get the right tape there. Love that repo, just disappear. All right, and this is going up top. Good. And we're using that placeholder here, Emily. All right, and then this is gonna go, I guess this is going here, right? And then that'll go there. Okay, good. And good, let's do this. Hide that little guy underneath there. And just to help the edge. Yeah, we're doing here to here. If you're loving these project recipes, CM just celebrated their birthday last week, and they had a promo. When you spend a certain amount of money, you got a free special sketchbook that had all of these different project recipes and their previous ones. And what they did was they just took the new collections and revamp them a little bit. So even if you're an advisor, this is kind of, you know, new to you as well. But I have a few extra. I'm selling them for $25. So if anyone's interested, please reach out and I will get one to you. I don't mind shipping. Myself and, you know, Elizabeth at the post office are very good friends. All right, so now it's time, excuse me, to do the little BMC strips. You're going to start by putting on the inside of the 1-inch line here on the bottom and going up to the 11-inch on the top. Now this is already taped down since I fudged up the first time and did this first. So, you know, bear with me here. I got a little bit of tape there. Very forgiving, that's for sure. All right. Then over here. All right, so now we have that on the 1. Then once again on this side of 2. This side of 2. And it really is almost a 1/2 inch here. So it goes from 10 up top to 10.5. Let's get some tape up there. Beautiful. Nice. Okay. And then we've got this guy. Got a little bit of tape there going. So this is on this side of 3, and then up top is 9. Fortunately for me, once I put the mat down, it's going to help hold it down. Because I had to pull them up, so they're a little bit wonky now, but they're doing. And we want to make sure that kind of spreads out. So lovely. All right, so there's all that. You have your lines here. This is going to be your mats here to go over it. And then how did I get the other pieces? They're leftovers. You actually, in your kit, I already cut out 4x6s for you. Let me see if I have them. And then your picture itself will then be, you just do a 1/4 inch in between. So it ends up being 3 3/4 by 5 3/4 is your picture. And here's this, and here's this. And then if you want, you can also cut off, there's actually, on the next page, you'll end up getting extra mats too with that brown shimmer if you want to place it here. Now, when I did this, I made them touch. And I covered that completely up. So it's totally up to you. If you prefer to see more of that gray, you can. Or if you don't want to use these, you don't have to. So because we used it on the other one, let's not use these. And just know that your photo is going to be there. You're probably going to have to shrink the photo a little bit. Let's get that down for whatever reason. All right, good things. You want to get out your stickers to embellish. If I can find them. Ta-da, where are you? Oh, here they are, underneath the other one. Okay, so I already used a bunch between the 2 other spreads, but that's because there's so many stickers here. That's what's so nice about this. You'll be able to use it again, along with the extra, the paper that you don't use. So on the bottom, I used that over there. Did I use anything on this? What did I use? I think I just used stickers, didn't I? I did. All right, so, don't use this. I lied. Yeah, don't use that. And then I just added a little bit of jazz. I don't, these paper clips, that's so weird to me. All right, so let's just see here. I'm gonna add a little bit of something. I liked how this kind of went down here. All right. And then I like when things are matchy-matchy. So I'll go over to this side and I'll do matchy-matchy over here. All right. And I do have it pretty close, flush. Let's bring it up a smidge. Yeah. And then, what else do I got? Well, nothing else upstairs, I guess. Oh, I do have this. I want to use this. Families where the heart is. That's kind of nice. Yeah. And there you go. I think I'm going to do that. And I might add a little bit of, you know, do I have scissors? I don't think so. No saying by those. Do I have them? No. I keep doing that. I'm like, where are my scissors? Oh, Emily, duh. They're over here because they're underneath. Now, all right, well, I'm going to hide that. I was hoping to really conserve and cut that little guy in half. But I think I'm liking this, right? All right, wonderful. So good things. Here it all is. All right, 1, 2, 3. And the next is going to be the special pack here. All right, and I created this myself. On my Glowforge, I created this template, which are these pieces that are included in your pack. If you want to pull those out first, that's going to kind of help you determine, you know, your feeling of what is coming down here. Okay, that's how I got that nice brown set. I love this. I mean, I'm like in love with that paper. So I am going to pull that out. So I am going to use that again because why would you not? It's just such, it's so pretty. And you break it up anyways with, once you put the template on here and all the other stuff that's happening. All right, I'm going to take that off. I am going to put this over here. Kind of keep an eye on it. So use this as my background. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're not in the workshop and you didn't get a kit, I can mail you a kit. You'll get the pack of paper, the stickers, and the template and all the other things to create both of these spreads, and they're $30. All right. So let's get this guy kind of taped down here. Wonderful. And we'll do the same thing on this guy. Come on. Ta-da! All right. Beautiful. All right, so that's going to stay down here. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is pull out some scrap paper left over from the previous cuts of the class. I already had some going from my last time making this, so I'm going to keep using that. Is that one? It's supposed to be 1 1/4. So let's see what I got here. I feel like some of this is too big. See what I got. So you need to be cutting 1 1/4 inch strips. I don't know if it's 1 1/4. These look like 1 inch. No, They're 1 1/4. Okay, fine. All right, good. So we're cutting 1 1/4 strips. And what size is this? This looks like a twofer. 1 1/4. Yeah. That's not right. That's, yeah, 1 1/4. So 1 1/4. You're going to need a bunch of these because you need a total of 16 little strips. And you want to have a variety of colors. So I do recommend getting a few extra cut. You know, more the merrier here. I want to try to do a variety too, because I didn't feel like I have that many different ones out there now. Did I do this? Yeah, I did that, but I should do it again. All right, so 1 1/4 here. We need a total of 16 of these little strips. So let's see what I got here. So with the strips, then you're going to be cutting them into 1 1/4 by 3 1/4. All right. You should be getting 3 out of each strip there. I would start lining these puppies up. Let's see. Some of them are better than others. Like, I don't know if I love that other side of this. That just looks like boring, but you know, each their own. And then 1 1/4. Here we go. Three 1/4. And then let's see, where are we here? 2, 3. I think that's it, right? Yeah. And you want to be able to get all 8 of them there on that little kind of strip of brown. And you want to make sure they're evenly spread, so just kind of play for a little bit until you feel like you've done a good job there, okay? Put in a little bit of repo down here. I really like to work myself into the middle. I feel like it's easier if you fudge up, you can kind of, you know, make it work. But if you start at the end and go all the way to the beginning, then you're like, oh, sugars. But this way, you have a little bit of, you know, wiggle room here. All right, so now we need a strip of this. Once again, we're going back to 1 1/4. Okay, then, oh, I had that, I probably would have been okay. Well, maybe not, I don't know. All right, so we have that. Then we have, it's like this blouse, 1 1/4. 1 1/4, ta-da. All right. And then what comes after that? Oh, that paper needs to stick down. Ta-da. So we have that, and then we have this. I need one of these guys. Ta-da! All right, last but not least, 1 1/4. Here we go. And then we have to start cutting them into the blocks here. All right, so now we need once again. And 2. Fabulous. All right, good things. So going back, I like to kind of follow things how I was doing them. So the first is then the gray. Then there's the brown.
Then we have, not that one, we have this guy, which is a little bit weird looking. And then we have this one. Now we have the brown stripe, the gray, the diamonds, and then the black. All right, and let's get these down. Once again, we're going to start from the outside. Okay, I'm working our way down here. I'm going to go and start coming from this side too. I am using Repo just in case I have to do a little bit of tweaking.
All right, so they're all tied down. Now what we're going to do is we got to add this, and I probably should have put that down first, but this is okay. I didn't put it down first even with this one. I kind of snuck it in there. We're going to cut out using the diamond, or elegant diamond, excuse me, border punch, and we're using that, once again, that really nice shimmer paper, which I can't stop loving, singing my praises. It's a very intricate punch. This punch originally came out, I think 2015, we figured it out. And you only could get it if you recruited somebody. So there was only a few. This was like the unicorn of unicorn punches, and they brought it back. It is still in stock, so you're able to get your hands on it. It is gorgeous. I mean, it's delicate. So definitely something to put on your Christmas wish list this year. Let's see, did I mess that up? No. All right, so what I'm doing is I am marrying up the image with the already punched out piece and then walking it down. Okay. Making sure that that is already kind of stuck to the back. You want to make sure that is flush with the back of the punch. Even card makers, I got to tell you, this is so pretty. Wedding cards, I can, so many uses for this punch. Whoop. Swing and a miss, Sam. I went too far. All right, that's all right. So that's the best part about this. You can go backwards. And we're gonna find that again. Perfect. Okay, there it is. Ta-da! La la. I mean, beautiful, right? Delicate. And I might actually put it up top. I don't think I have to put it behind it. I think I want to leave it up top because it is so pretty. Yeah, I'm going to do that. No reason to hide. I'm not putting baby in the corner, right? Let me get rid of this punch poop here. All right, and just for good measure, we'll do it again. All right, so on the front of your border punches, there's these two lines, and they're kind of helping you guide of where to start your punch. You want to make sure that you are here. I'm right-handed, so I prefer to start this way. My line is right here, and my paper is lined up from that. Actually, I'm lying. I'm not going to do it this way. I like it this way. All right, once again, always flush the back. Line is right here, paper is lined up. Using my palm to get a nice punch out. And I'm going to walk this down. And you'll actually notice here, there's these two little like triangle pieces. And that's going to help you too of where your paper goes. And then you start to go to town. And once again, just walking it down and then marrying that image up with the punched out piece. I am paying attention to these two little triangles here at the edge, and that's helping make sure that I know where I'm supposed to be punching. Making sure that that paper is flush with the back. And I need the two. Here it is. La la. All right. And fabulous. And we'll throw that away. Bye-bye. Okay. Here it is. I am going to use the repositionable, and I'm just going to go to town. Okay. And that's going to help me keep this where it belongs. I'm going to line up. I want to see a little bit of the under part, but then it doesn't really matter. I just want to make sure that's even. All right, and then I'm just going to kind of whisk away, do a little rubbing, and then the magic tape will disappear. All right. Nice. And then we'll do it over here as well. Magic tape to the rescue. Okay, can't be too generous. It's all good. And I want to make sure these are even Steven. Yep. Ta-da. All right, and bring this down a smidge. Fabulous. All right, so that's how I'm getting those down. And then to get my mats, that's just a 4x6. So, you know, here's one, right? Like easy. So you want to go a 4x12, right? And then pull out your long arm. Nice. Okay. And then, oh, I don't like that one now, do I? Do I like the gray? What do I like? What do I like? Oh, I do like this. Okay, so I like this. I want that. So 4x12, cutting that down. Good. And then we want to cut this right here. Nice. And I can choose to use this, or I can choose to use the black. And I gotta tell you, I feel like I might be loving the black. I do kind of like that. And I like this, and I like that. So that's how I came up with this. And then I just used, you know, my stickers here, which again, ran away. I did on the bottom use the long strips. I do love great length. I mean, that's not a secret. And I would recommend doing it again. Why not? It worked once. Why not do it again? On the bottom here. Okay. that. And then I just placed this so I couldn't see the bottom of the template. Okay. Yeah. And then, you know, the world is your oyster. What are you feeling like, right? For the stickers. I do like how this one turned out. I used those corner pieces, which look really nice to kind of draw you in. And then I have this nice little saying here, making memories with the best people. Like how sweet. Actually, it's backwards, but other side. But either way, I'm really happy how this template came out, and I'm looking forward to seeing all your fabulous sketches. And wonderful. Well, thank you very much for spending the evening with me. Bye.